Artificial intelligence is going to fundamentally change how we compute everything. We saw an inflection point in AI. AI became super useful.
It's not just about selecting a better chip. It's about deciding what your revenues are going to be.
Wall Street thought the AI trade was overheating. Then Jensen Huang said something that completely flipped the narrative. He warned investors they're misreading the moment, calling AI the largest infrastructure build-out in human history, with demand so extreme that every single GPU is already rented, and even old ones are rising in price.
Artificial intelligence is going to fundamentally change how we compute everything. Everything from database processing, the way we do search, the way we do recommender systems, the way you shop, the way you watch movies.
Jensen didn't hold back. Tech giants aren't spending hundreds of billions by choice. They're doing it because if they slow down, they fall behind, and only the companies building now will survive the next decade.
No longer hallucinating, it's generating informed content, it's reasoning, it's thinking, it's doing research, it's able to use tools. All of a sudden, AI over the last couple of years went from being curious to super useful.
Wall Street completely misses what's actually happening. AI just became useful. Really useful. For years, it was party tricks and demos that fell apart in the real world. That's over. Dead. We've got AI that solves problems like a senior engineer, AI that researches like a PhD student, AI that thinks through complex multi-step challenges and actually gets them right.
And also came with it profitable tokens. Anthropic is making great money. OpenAI is making great money. If they could have twice as much compute, the revenues would go up 4 times as much.
Companies aren't testing this stuff in labs anymore. They're rolling it out across their entire operations. Regular people are using it every single day. Entire startups are being built on nothing but AI, and here's the insane part. These thinking machines eat computers like nothing we've ever built.
Literally, these guys are so compute constrained, and the demand is so incredibly great. The number of enterprise users, the number of consumer users, the number of startups that are being built on top of these companies, it's just going through the roof.
A Google search costs almost nothing. An AI solving a hard coding problem, 100 times more expensive, maybe 1,000, and everyone wants more of it. Demand isn't cooling off, it's exploding. Wall Street sees Meta burning $40 billion and freaks out. Google drops $50 billion and analysts start sweating. Microsoft goes all in and everyone screams bubble. Jensen's answer was ice cold. This spending makes perfect sense.
AI has gone from these language models to now going into healthcare, into drug discovery, into manufacturing. This last year we made huge breakthroughs in this area called physical AI, where AI understands the world. It understands causality and the laws of physics. And
why? Because the companies spending the most are already making more money because of it. Their profits are growing, their products are better, their customers are paying more. Wall Street is staring at the construction costs and missing the fact that the building is already generating cash. They're panicking about the price of the factory while the factory is running at full capacity printing money.
The ones that chose right saw revenue growth. And the ones that slowed down subsequently chose right. And so you could see it playing out, and people are starting to understand it. Your throughput token, it's called tokens, token generation rate per unit energy of your factory is your revenues.
This isn't some future bet anymore. Jensen used 2 words that should have stopped every analyst cold: profitable tokens. AI companies are profitable right now. Today. They're not hoping to make money someday. They're making it now. And their biggest problem is they can't get enough GPUs to meet demand.
There was a ton of dark fiber. There are no dark GPUs. 100% of the GPUs are rented. In fact, GPUs that we sold 6 years ago, the prices are going up. It's not like it's antique. I mean, it's incredible. It's like a fine wine. The demand is so high that GPUs I sold 6 years ago are going up in price.
Meta straight up said generative AI boosted their earnings. Not might boost, did boost. This is real revenue happening in real time, and the bottleneck isn't finding customers, it's finding chips. Every GPU NVIDIA makes is rented before it even ships. companies are fighting over allocation like it's the hottest concert ticket on Earth. Then Jensen dropped a bomb that made the room go silent. He said the single most important metric that investors are ignoring is token throughput per watt of energy, because that number equals revenue. Let that sink in. Energy efficiency isn't some environmental talking point, it's pure profit.
AI has become useful and very, very capable. 2, the adoption of it is incredibly high. And 3, because these AIs are thinking, the amount of computation it needs is great.
These AI data centers are money-printing machines. Every watt of electricity creates tokens. Every token creates cash. The more efficient your chips, the more dollars you generate per kilowatt. Blackwell isn't just faster. It's a profit multiplier at global scale. Whoever can squeeze more intelligence out of every unit of power is going to absolutely dominate. Now here's where your brain should explode. Jensen described a future where everything you interact with is generated in real time. Not some things, everything. The way computing worked for 50 years is dying right in front of us.
AI can continue to be affordable, more clever, more smart, while being more affordable for everybody to use.
We used to write programs, save them, load them when we needed them. That's finished. The future is live generation. Every image on your screen, every sound you hear, every response from any system is created on the spot, custom made for you in that exact moment.
AI accountants, AI lawyers, AI, right? So there's AI marketeers. So that we call all of that agentic AI. And that technology is evolving very nicely.
Your Netflix show isn't stored on a server anymore. It's generated frame by frame based on what you like. Your computer doesn't load menus. It builds your interface as you use it. This isn't an upgrade. This is a complete reinvention of how computers work, and it means computer demand never stops. You can't reuse generative computing. Every single interaction needs fresh processing power.
Wants to keep driving the scale up. They want to keep driving the revenues up. They want to keep driving the throughput up. And so that's the reason why we're innovating so fast.
So why isn't this a bubble ready to burst? Jensen laid it out plain. Every other bubble in history had empty capacity sitting around. Dark fiber nobody used. Servers running at 30%. Today, every single GPU is maxed out. 100% utilization. Companies are renting ancient generation chips that should be worthless, and those old GPUs are actually going up in price because there's nothing else left, and this build-out isn't happening over 2 years. Jensen said 7 to 8 years of construction, then you have to refresh everything every 5 to 7 years after that. This demand is permanent, forever.
AI in the future. They're going to be the HR department of digital employees of the future. And those digital employees are going to work with our, of course, biological ones, and that's going to be the shape of our company in the future. And so if you get a chance to do that, I would do that right away.
But wait, because it gets crazier. Jensen outlined 2 massive waves coming that Wall Street isn't even pricing in yet. First wave, digital employees. AI workers you hire like real people. You'll onboard them, assign them tasks, manage their performance. Jensen said something that sounds insane, but he meant it. Your IT department is about to become HR for AI workers. And NVIDIA is already living this. Every single engineer at NVIDIA works with AI assistants right now, all of them, using it. And if you think every company on the planet isn't about to do the same thing, you're dreaming. Imagine hiring a worker that never sleeps, never complains, costs almost nothing, and can be cloned infinitely. Every business model on Earth just changed.
In this journey, we became more and more generalizable. And the AI model that you use for self-driving car and the AI model that you use for a human or robot is highly similar.
Second wave, physical AI. Robots that understand the real world, not just chatbots. Machines that move, build, drive, operate in actual reality. Here's what nobody gets. Robotics needs 3 layers of compute, training in the cloud, simulation to test without breaking real equipment, and brains inside the robot for real-time decisions.
good physical AI, we call it Omniverse, is hard to understand, but it is deeply undervalued. And not because people use it and don't value, they just don't know they need it yet. And but now Omniverse is sweeping across the robotics industry, and everybody now gets it. Once you start building robots, you'll start to realize, how visionary it was that we started working on Omniverse almost a decade ago.
Omniverse is the simulation layer, and it's massively undervalued. Companies are building entire virtual worlds to train robots before they touch reality. Tesla runs millions of test drives in simulation. Car companies build digital cities. Factories create virtual assembly lines. This layer is just getting started. Then the geopolitical nuke dropped. Jensen admitted NVIDIA plans for zero revenue from China now. Not less. Zero. But here's the shocking part. He said the real battle isn't about blocking countries. It's about winning developers.
Is you build up the infrastructure, but then you start replacing it 5, 6, 7 years later. And so I think it's going to take us some 7 years, 8 years to build up to the level that we have to sustain. And after that, we're going to be refreshing and slightly growing. And so we've got several years of build out ahead of us.
China's building their own AI from scratch because they have to. And Jensen warned, if America backs away, we don't just lose China, we lose the whole world, because whoever owns the tools owns the future. Whoever controls AI infrastructure controls everything. Jensen closed with absolute conviction. He said if it were his own money, he wouldn't hedge or diversify away from AI. He'd go all in. Because the next era of human progress runs on machines that make humans smarter. Wall Street thinks the party is ending. Jensen Huang says it hasn't even started. So if Jensen is right, and this is only the beginning, what do you think Wall Street is still getting wrong about AI? And if this helped you see AI differently, make sure to like, share, and subscribe.